Big news. Big news. Big news. Guys, I usually check the news every day. But today, I was like, whoa, what is going on here? Russia banned from 2022 World Cup as part of anti-doping sanctions. Well, my first impression is like, what? Anti-doping sanctions. I could remember someone commenting that Russia could be banned from Euro 2020. But it seems like they have been banned from the 2022 World Cup and not Euro 2020. And while I read the article, I'll leave a link in the description box down below for you guys to check it out yourself. But while I read the article, I'm going to try to understand this a little bit more. The World Anti-Doping Agency, WADA, has stung the country with a 4-year ban from all major sporting events, including the 2020 Olympic Games. Russia will be barred from competing at the 2022 World Cup, with the Anti-Doping Agency, WADA, hitting the nation with a 4-year ban from all major sporting events, along with football's showpiece tournament, which is due to head to Qatar in 3 years' time. The Russian flag and anthem will also be missing from the 2020 Olympic Games in Tokyo. The WADA panel last month recommended Russian anti-doping agency WADA be declared non-compliant again over inconsistencies in anti-doping data discovered during an investigation. Inconsistencies, maybe doctored documents, who knows? And the article continues. WADA's Independent Compliance Review Committee, CRC, recommended strong sanctions be imposed on Russia, including a 4-year ban from competing and hosting major sporting events. On Monday, the body's executive committee unanimously agreed with the recommendation at a meeting in Lausanne, Switzerland. I hope I'm saying that right. Lausanne? Correct me if I'm wrong. A statement from WADA's president, Sir Craig Reedy, said, "The EXCO's strong decision today shows WADA's determination to act resolutely in the face of the Russian doping crisis, thanks to the agency's robust investigatory capability." I didn't say that word right. I don't use that word a lot, so that's why. The vision of the CRC and WADA's recently acquired ability to recommend meaningful sanctions via the compliance standard, which entered into effect in April 2018. This was the same organization that almost banned Paulo Guerrero of Peru from participating at the 2018 World Cup, which was hosted by Russia. Russia got to the quarterfinals. They doped their players to get to the quarterfinals. I would like to believe they didn't, but oh man, inconsistencies in anti-doping data. Article continues. Combined, these strengths have enabled the EXCO to make the right decisions at the right time. For too long, Russian doping has detracted from clean sport. I quote, "The blatant breach by Russian authorities of RUSADA's reinstatement conditions approved by the EXCOs in September 2018 demanded a robust response." That is exactly what has been delivered today. Russia was offered every opportunity to get its house in order and rejoin the global anti-doping community for the good of its athletes and for the integrity of the sport. But it chose instead to continue in its stance of deception and denial. Oh, so Russia has had a history with anti-doping, it seems. As a result, the WADA's EXCO has responded in the strongest possible terms while protecting the rights of Russian athletes that can prove that they were not involved and did not benefit from these fraudulent acts. So WADA is allowing athletes to basically say, hey, I didn't participate in this. Check me out. I'm clean. No doping here. On behalf of the EXCO and many, let me read that over. On behalf of the EXCO and the many WADA stakeholders that supported the CRC, recommendation, I would like to thank the members of the CRC for their expert and considered recommendation, as well as WADA, INA, and the forensic expert for their skill, diligence, and perseverance in getting to the bottom of this highly complex case. USADA has 21 days to appeal the suspension, which would see its case referred to the Court of Arbitration of Sport. Remember that? The CAS? Individual Russian athletes will still be able to enter global competitions under a neutral flag, as was the case for 168 Russians at the 2018 Winter Olympics when the country was banned. So this is a history. Russia has had a history with this. Guys, I'm not too informed about the anti-doping when it comes to Russia, so this is new to me. Seriously, this is new to me. The international standard for code compliance by signatories does not list UEFA as major event organization. So Russia will be free to compete at Euro 2020. So they will be at Euro 2020, but not at the 2022 World Cup, which is considered a major event. Stanislav Chechezov's side have qualified for the finals, where St. Petersburg is one of the host cities. Russia have been placed in Group B alongside Belgium, Finland, and Denmark. So my thoughts on this, sorry about the reading and the lack of ability to actually read properly while I'm out here and not focused. But I just wanted to react to this. I'll leave a link in the description box for you guys to check out. But Russia banned. They have 21 days to appeal. And what do I think? I think they're going to appeal, and it's going to get, they're going to get fined. Some of these companies just want, they pull you up, and payment would be good. Russia will pay a fee, a hefty fine, and we will see them back at 2022 World Cup if they do qualify. But the doping has to stop. It has to stop. That's my stance on doping. It has to stop. There's no place in sport for cheating and doping and enhancing your stamina, and which helps to, you to perform very, very well. It needs to stop. Do I think the footballers are doping? Guys, I don't think so. They play for clubs, and I'm pretty sure they test at the club level. Do they test at the club? I'm pretty sure. So I don't think the footballers are doing that. Maybe for the other sports, they're actually, doping. But the athletes will be allowed to participate under a neutral flag. No Russian anthem, no Russian flag. So that might be a good thing for individual athletes. And some athletes could still go forward and claim their innocence if they fall under that, umbrella there. So let's see how this one pans out. Russia banned from the 2022 World Cup. They did pretty well at the 2018 event that they hosted. And it makes you think, were the Russian footballers doped up? Did they take steroids? Guys, I don't think so. I really don't think so. Maybe I'm just naive, but I don't think so at all. I don't think the footballers are involved in that. Maybe the other athletes. I would like to hear what you think in the comment section down below. This is some big news. But as I said earlier, usually with these instances, there's an investigation. They get pulled up. They get banned. They go through the, the process where, they appeal. And a fine is usually the outcome, or a lesser sentence, like maybe a reduced ban. So maybe it will be cut down to 4 years, from 4 years to maybe 2 years just before the World Cup, and the fine so that Russia could participate at the 2022 FIFA World Cup in Russia. That's what I think. That's seriously what I think would happen. Guys, let me know what you think would happen in the comment section down below. This is some very, very serious issue. Remember with Paulo Guerrero, he was allowed to play in the 2018 World Cup, and then after the event was done, he served his ban. So maybe something like that could happen. We would just have to just wait and see. But let me reiterate. Russia, you need to clean your act up. Clean up your act. And that goes to all other countries participating in competitive sport around the world. So guys, I'm your boy Dominic Rich. Just wanted to share my quick thoughts on this. Bring the news out to some of you guys who haven't heard it as yet. If you're new, hit the subscribe button, smash the thumbs up button. Let me know your thoughts down below. And until next time, peace out. Rich Squad.